Today we're going to finish the baling, I do believe. Just check this hay right here. It's good. It's very abnormal for us. It's 9 o'clock right now, but I think, I don't know if you guys can see or hear the breeze. There's a decent breeze. I think there was a breeze last night which kept some of the dew down. There's hardly any dew. The leaves are still tough, but this stuff needs to get raked right now. So we're gonna unhook the baler, get the rake hooked up. I'm gonna rake this field first, go over here and rake this field, and then we'll rake that little dab that's in the back still yet. And then give it some time to dry. We'll start baling afternoon here. See if we can get her done. Finish up the end rows here. This is how I usually do. I will generally do the inside straight rows first. And then once I get done, I'll go through and do my first inner one on the outside round, and then I'll go and do my outermost one. And that kind of cleans everything up. Then whenever I bale, I'll generally bale this one here first. And usually I'm around some wood, so I usually leave this outer one for last, and that gives me room on my ends. I can go ahead and make my turns actually without even baling this windrow yet. That's just kind of how I usually do this. Back baling where we left off yesterday. That over there is where we baled yesterday. We just start on this little bitty patch right here. Everything's really good and dry. So definitely go time. Check the counter, check a few of these last bales I baled. I got this patch done, several bales out there. We got 511 on the counter, and when I started this patch I had 424 on there, so that's about 87 bales out here in this little patch. This is probably around an acre. Check one of these later bales I baled. Alright, we're in this field here by the road, the second field that I cut. This is going to go a little bit faster here now because this is a little bit thinner hay, so I can drive a little faster. We're really not baling as much hay, bales per hour, or tons per hour, but we're covering more ground just simply because we can drive a little faster because the hay's a little bit lighter. I'm going to bale my ends and some of this stuff on the outside where the grass is, and then I get on the inside where there's more alfalfa. And I've already got it set more for grass right now, so I try to keep it like that. Just noticed we busted a bale. I'm thinking it's probably we switched twine over because we were really close before I came to this field. I got no twine right here. I don't have any twine coming out of the box, so this had one string on it. I saw it pop loose. Alright, so messed up on the knots. Basically the knots pulled apart. I tried tying a different knot than what I normally tie. Didn't work. I'm going back to the way I usually did stuff. So we lost one bale. This is number 2. Number 3 is in the chamber. And I'm gonna have to trip it to string the twine back up, so that'll be 4. So we'll have to subtract 4 off of that. And I missed one yesterday, so that's 5. 5 total so far I gotta take off there. 4 of those I know were my fault. 1, I think, was actually the twine's fault. So anyways, we're about to roll over 600. Actually, this whenever I trip this, it'll be 600. A baler. You basically feed it through the twine box, through an insulator on that side. You feed it through an insulator here, up through each needle, and then you tie it back to here. You trip it, and then that feeds it into the knotters. And then that won't actually tie a bale, that just gets it into the knotter so you can start baling. So, when we're ready to trip, let's go ahead and trip it. Alright, there you can see where you see the twine there, and there, good to go. You should see a full bale come out of here if everything's working right. And I see one getting ready to drop. I believe one just dropped. Yep. Okay, that means we tied our first bale after a changeover. Last windrow of this field here. Once we get done with this, we're gonna pick up the pickup reel. We're gonna head over to the house. We're gonna bale that field, and that's the last field we got. And last time I looked, we were right around 800 on the counter, so we're probably between 850 and 900 by now. Probably right around 850. So. Yield overall on everything has been really good. If there's 850 on the counter, that's going to be over 250, 260, 270 on this field, and that'll be the best this field has made since the first year, actually. So far it's a good year as long as we get everything put up dry. Looking promising so far. Alright, we got 849 bales on the counter. We had 581 when we started, which is 268, 268 minus 4, so that's 264. However, that's not counting the about 25 in those first 2 windrows over there that I baled yesterday and the beginning of the day and my trips through. So that's a roughly, it comes out to 289 if it is actually 25. So between 285 and 290 on this field, that is, like I said, probably, well, not probably, that is the best that this field has done since it was planted. Since the first year. That first year did really good. Then it's just casting everything, taking a number. We're going up there to the house. We're going to bale this field here. I imagine this one here is going to have every bit as much as that one did. So we're going to have probably just shy of 1,200 bales total. But I'm going to get me a drink really quick because my throat is super dry. And we're going to get started baling this here. to the end of this windrow up here. We're going to get out and check our bales, make sure we're still good. I want to make a separate video that has the number of bales I made on this for the contest purposes. So any more guesses while we're baling, that way you guys can see it while I was cutting, while I was raking, and while I'm baling. And if you got any guesses, leave a comment, and we'll see who gets the closest. We're pretty close to halfway done with this field. Got one person already here picking up. They're picking up around the outside rounds here. That's nice when they show up right as you're baling. They can get those bales out of your way. You don't have to try to dodge them. That's nice. Got another group of folks in the back. I think one of them's here. The rest of them will be getting here with a couple more trailers. They'll start picking up in the back. My dad is almost here with the wagon, and we got my trailer, of course. I'm going to say we're probably going to have half of it sold. This guy here was going to call a couple of his friends since he got here and determined that the hay was really, really good. So I'm not sure if they're coming or not. I haven't talked to him since I started baling again. This is the last long windrow, guys, in this field. This is not a big field. It's about 4 acres. Just a touch over 4.2 acres, I think. Got this triangle up here to do. Once we get done with that, we'll be done baling for the day. Then the real fun begins. The hauling, stacking, putting up. It does help. You know, a lot of people don't want to buy or sell hay out of the field, and you really need to have some pretty good customers to be able to do it and make it make sense. But if you've got good customers that actually show up when they say they're going to, it really takes a load off. You know, I can cut, rake, and bale more hay than I can haul. So this lets me push my capacity, what I can process, and still handle it. Here at Welsh Farms, had a little bit of baler issues here. We put some new parts on, put a new wiper arm, and a new bill hook pinion, dry pinion. And then he's been having trouble making some short bales. And we got the look and we noticed that the trip arm mechanism that engages and disengages the clutch for the knotter and the needle drive was not completely disengaging it, so it would trip. It only do it every once in a while, but you might get 10 normal size bales and a little bale. Then you might get 3 little bales in a row. I say little bales, single plunger bales. It's slipping by the dog to stop. So we adjusted that. Hasn't made a short one yet. Guess he just had this small little place here. Got her baling pretty good. Made some adjustments on the wiper arm when we put it on. Hasn't missed a knot since we did those adjustments. Hasn't made a small bale since we did those adjustments. Bales are looking pretty good. Here's his last windrow. We'll watch him do that, and then first cut will be done for him, I think. the yield's going to be. I want to have a little contest and see who can get the closest. You can do it in tons per acre or square bales per acre. We make about, on average, make about 50-pound square bales. So you can go bales or tons per acre, whichever one you want to do.